Hello, I'm Tom, allergy sufferer.
I'm Galen. I did not play the Joker.
Yet. You're still very young.
Yet.
Welcome to 15 Minutes of FUME. The video series for people who like to smell good and want to learn how to do other stuff good too.
You can really learn a lot from these.
I learn a lot from doing them.
What do you learn from doing them?
Well, what I learned is that the reason that we can only do 15 minutes is that we haven't been verified yet on Instagram, so that puts limits on IGTV uploads. And in the meantime, we can do full uploads of longer videos on YouTube, but this is a good occasion to remind people to please actually go to YouTube and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Why is it so dang hard to get
Verified. I don't know, because nothing works, because we live in a hell world and the president is telling people to drink bleach.
Right. He's verified.
Anyway, subscribe. I sound like an influencer. But you can't be an influencer without followers, so please subscribe. 15 minutes is also the amount of time we're going to be able to survive without air conditioning when we're filming these, because of the background noise.
Just about, basically since Wednesday it got hot in LA again.
Yeah, so we're going to be you'll be able to follow in the videos and see us like sweating through our
It's summer.
faces. It's summer now.
Suddenly.
Today's subject of FUME is we're smelling some of the Haute Macabre perfume collaborations that the lab has done. We have gotten some of the requests for these. We're going to be doing some of the collaboration scents. We don't actually sell them at blackphoenixalchemylab.com. So we do put out the testers at Lunacy events so our locals can smell them and see if they want to buy them online from our various partners. But we're not having Lunacies right now. So we have no choice but to basically describe them to you and see if that helps.
Yeah.
How would you explain Haute Macabre in general? What is Haute Macabre? What is Haute Macabre?
It is a, goth lifestyle, metaphysical online shop. They've got, crystals and books and
Tarot decks,
all kinds of goodies.
Lots of really intense things.
Yeah.
Often released in small batches so that you actually have to follow and see what's going to happen, and then grab up whatever possible, and then forget about it, and then open it in the mail later on and get really excited that somebody cares about you that much to send you this. It was you. You did it. Anyway, we have done a lot of scent collaborations with them. We're only going to be able to cover 5 of them today. So we're going to start with the house blend that we made for them, the Haute Macabre signature scent, which you shall smell while I read the notes.
Shall I?
It says, oak leaf, bourbon vanilla, almond husk, and black leather accord darkened by a 13-year aged black patchouli. That sounds great. That sounds like a lot of things that I like. This is very much in the wheelhouse of very popular BPAL scents, I can tell. Some favorites that really kind of like sums up the experience of being a tormented soul in lavish attire, shut away from the rest of humankind. Or rather, this is what you would hope that it smells like. The reality is starkly different. This is the fantasy. We sell fantasy. So we did a pair of scents for Haute Macabre, As Above, and then So Below. And so we're going to smell As Above, which is leather drenched with white patchouli, oak bark, bourbon vanilla, bitter almond, and Moroccan jasmine. So there's a little bit of overlap. There's definitely like a family of scents, I think, that a lot of the Haute Macabre scents kind of, it's like a kind of like a drag family. They're all have their distinctive quirks, but they're very much recognizable as a group. Like if all the scents went out and partied together, you would totally know who was in.
You'd know they're traveling together.
Yeah.
They're in the same
Oh,
clown
wow.
car.
So I haven't really tried any of these on. There is, did it say almond? Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I'm not making this up.
No.
You
The
see
almond is real.
You
The
see the
almond is
extent of
there.
my short-term memory, though. I love this.
Yeah.
It's amazing what a difference the almond makes. in terms of stamping like a character on it that definitely sets those other notes apart from, even though there's overlap with the one we just smelled. Okay, I'll try it. And then, of course, the partner scent for this one, So Below.
So Below. Can't have one without the other, can you?
Well, technically you can.
You can, actually.
But I don't recommend it. Amber and black copal with black coconut, Sumatran red patchouli, green cardamom pod, and golden musk.
Guess what? This is one of my favorites.
Guess what? I'm sweating.
There's kind of some overlap with Funnel of Love from The Only Lovers Left Alive in there, just because of some of the ingredients.
I caught it. Maybe it's because I smelled it right when you said that.
That's probably why I love it.
Oh wow! It has like it has like a nutty quality to it that I find really appealing. Where it's like kind of, it's not like fully gourmand, but has some kind of weird edible component where you just like
yeah
kind
of want to eat it.
Yeah, and definitely kind of like a deeper what?
Yeah. Oh, I just have a tickle.
Got a tickle. Yeah, so we're gonna we're gonna wear these and like do a little layering action and see what happens. Then we have Mummies of Mexico City, and just so you know, a lot of these are available, if not all of them, are available as a hair gloss also, which we don't happen to have handy, but they smell exactly the same, and they all have like charming little stories about the inspiration for the scent, and a lot of them are based on Samantha's travels and horrible things that she has seen or done that she was poetically inspired by.
Yeah.
It says notes of church incense, ornate gold, old lace, and dust.
Ooh.
It's basically what I smell like already.
Well, you know I love dust.
I love a dust note.
I don't like real dust, but I do like dust in a scent.
This definitely reminds me a bit of Bipal's Cathedral.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Because of the church incense. But this definitely takes it in a... This is a church in another nation. Churches of the world. Dusty, all of them, but like all dusty in their own way. There's a beautiful kind of scent of decay. I can smell the fabric, like some kind of fabric. Oh, old lace. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, the last one is the newest one that we have made for them, and it is called Totality. And you may have heard about this one already because we announced last week, or was it last month or last year, time slippage, but we're doing a poetry contest inspired by the scent Totality, on the theme of totality. And we've already gotten dozens of entries, and I honestly haven't even opened any of the emails yet because I kind of want to save it and sit and read a bunch of them back to back. But anyway, when I read the description of this online, which is the splendor and terror of totality, an abyss of black patchouli, tobacco, burgundy pitch, smoky frankincense, and black fig, surrounded by a glowing nimbus of fossilized amber.
Wow.
I actually got a little scared.
I was like, nimbus.
I know. What could this possibly smell like? And I really knew that I was going to love it, and that's maybe why I was so scared. So here it is in the bottle. Very smoky. Whew. It's great because it's very smooth and very dark and frightening. But there's like a tartness to it that I think has to be the tobacco. And the pitch, whatever the burgundy pitch note is, there's it's got that kind of like aromatic quality where it feels like it's going straight to the back of your sinuses, like it's coming all the way in. It's like the COVID test, you know? But I don't want to say no to this.
It's just incredibly rich and
yes.
like
oh yes, like
heady,
lavish,
just a rush of.
But also weirdly ancient. I wrote a review for it on the forum, and I talked about how it reminded me of like it was like almost protean, like pre-human, like a perfume from the lost world. So back to the basics. The Haute Macabre signature scent. Oak leaf, bourbon vanilla, almond husk, and black leather accord, darkened by 13-year aged black patchouli. Oh, It's like, I really like the gentleness of this, of the leather. It reminds me of the Black House scent that we did, which was like a creepy lavender leather. This is a similarly very tempered, it's definitely there.
It is really nice and soft. Everything blends together very softly.
As a signature blend, it's wonderful because it has a real, I think, like a statement of intent. It has like a central thesis.
I am a goth.
I am ravishing. I'm a ravishing goth.
I'm a ravishing goth.
Deal with it. Okay. And then the next one we did As Above and So Below, which I'm wearing side by side.
Yeah.
The As Above was the leather with white patchouli, oak bark, bourbon, vanilla, bitter almond, Moroccan jasmine. The other one was the amber black copal, black coconut, red patchouli, cardamom pod, golden musk.
Do we need to go back?
No, it's fine. Everyone can know that I'm a twit.
I've never layered them before. Usually I just wear So Below on its own because it's one of my favorites, but layering them is like a whole experience.
It's very strange how in scent you can have this experience of smelling something and it actually like lifts upward while you're smelling it, and then the other one definitely goes like, and on their own that is its own sort of statement, and then together where you basically have the two like harmonizing is really fascinating.
Yeah. I'm very familiar with the So Below scent, so then suddenly having the elements of As Above in it, like the almond and the jasmine, I'm like, oh my god, this is just like complete. It's familiar but very different.
It's a really heavenly jasmine.
Yeah.
I wasn't really getting that in the bottle at all, but it's like a heavenward pointed jasmine for sure.
Yeah.
And it kind of pulls everything else up with it. You can almost just see the like, you know, clouds of pollen. That's,
oh, don't make me sneeze.
I know. And then the other one, it's like, you know, two kids who went to the same school and one has all of the good opportunities and like wonderful things happen to them, and the other one like dropped out and made totally different life choices, and weirdly, you know, they reunite many years later and find that they're desperately in love with each other.
Is that what Little Fires Everywhere is about?
Is it?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
Is it?
Someone will have to let us know. Okay. Mummies of Mexico, which is the church incense, ornate gold, old lace, and dust. Ooh, I'm definitely getting the gold. And I want to say there's like a... Am I insane that there's like maybe a marigold note? That's how the gold is being expressed?
That might be in... Oh.
Because it is Mexico.
Yeah. I do smell marigold. Because it's reminding me of something, it's funny because it says right there, the Calavera Catrina. It does remind me of the, one of those Halloween scents that has the church incense and the marigolds.
Also the Advice of the Dead that we did for the Santa Muerte
Tarot.
Yeah. Which I use quite a bit of, and this is very different. This is definitely much more of an ecclesiastical, like, church experience, where the other one is more of a cemetery situation.
Yeah.
The whole thing about the mummies is that you don't, you know, like they're preserved, they're not rotting. So there's like a kind of like a weird clean gold spiciness to this that is still somehow like, you know, giving you the skull eyes. And the last one, of course, is my beloved Totality. Which is
my first time trying it on.
Oh, you've never tried it on?
No.
Alright, well then you have the floor. I'm kidding. I mean, it actually smells on you very similar to in the bottle so far.
Yeah. It just doesn't smell the way it... I've been used to smelling it.
It's a smoky fig on you, for sure. Yeah. Very smoky, very fig.
Yeah.
I'm amping more of like whatever that pitch note is.
And
the amber.
Yeah.
Very strange. So there's just something like a strange fossilized organic scent. Pulled like straight out of the tar pits, which is
that glowing nimbus.
My soul, yes. I really felt like a connection with the scent when I smelled it, and now I don't know what's going to happen to me as a result of it, because there is no bottom to this abyss. It just goes down forever. Well, it was real nice talking to you.
Hope you feel better real soon.